Okay, let's move on to one other thing, which is the roll-up graveyard.
Yeah.
Roll-ups in Amazon were the hottest thing ever in 2020, 2021. I remember everyone wanted to launch one, and it seemed like most people did launch one.
It was also all the guys that were like, yeah, bro, I'm going to start a holding company, and then I'm going to acquire some brands. We're going to scale this thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah. And for a long time, they looked like geniuses. And, they were basically like, I understood the model, which was, look, we're buying a business at 4x EBITDA. But if we go if we get large enough and we can go public at 15, 25x EBITDA. So there's just a valuation multiple that we can arbitrage here and make a fortune. And it looked like it was working. And like, it didn't look like it was working across the guys who were going like this, across who's that guy? Tai Lopez. It wasn't just the Tai Lopez's of the world that thought it was working. It was like smart money. You know, Apollo, Silver Lake, all of these guys were like, we're going to invest. And not just like, a little bit of, we're not putting in a little bit of money in it. We're putting billions of dollars behind this.
Yeah.
And now it looks like it was a huge mistake. Thrasio is on the verge of going bankrupt. They've raised $3.4 billion between debt and equity. The last time they raised money, they were valued at somewhere between $5 and $10 billion. Jesus. There's another business called Perch. Do you know Perch?
I've heard of it.
They've raised $900 million. They're looking for an exit. Like Apollo, who's the backer, is like, somebody please buy this business because it's going nowhere. Bentiago Group, which I'd never heard of until I was doing research for this, they've raised $325 million. They just went bankrupt. I remember having dinner with a guy who started Thrasio once, and he's like, we acquired this brand called Agent Orange, which is like a pet odor eliminator. Mm-hmm. And he's like, we bought it and it was doing $2 million in revenue, and now it's doing $40 million in revenue on Amazon. And so he's like, look, 1 out of every 10 businesses become massive hits. 1 out of every 10 businesses go to nothing, and the others sort of stay in the middle. And that's how this business is going to work. And it sounded like a model. Like when I heard it, I was like, that sounds great. I want in. I didn't invest or anything, but I was like, that sounds like it's going to work.